Let's talk about drift versus direction. Drift rarely looks reckless. It sounds sensible. I'll wait. Let's see how it unfolds. There's no rush. On the surface, that sounds mature, calm, measured, and yet drift is rarely neutral. Drift is what happens when decisions are postponed repeatedly, when clarity is delayed, when you keep gathering information yet never consolidate it into movement. And here's the truth, most people don't say clearly enough. Indecision has a cost. It costs mental energy. When a decision sits unresolved, part of your attention is permanently tied up in it. You revisit it in the shower, while driving, before you go to sleep. The background loop drains you. It costs clarity. When you don't choose, you hold multiple directions at once. You can't move fully forward because you're still half facing alternatives, and it costs momentum. Because momentum requires commitment. Now, layer this with the fact that we are in a firehorse year. Firehorse energy accelerates whatever is already in motion. It doesn't create direction for you. It magnifies the direction you're already taking. Acceleration magnifies what's already in motion. If you're moving deliberately, even slowly, acceleration compounds that. Small, consistent actions start to build visible results. Decisions open doors more quickly. Energy invested with focus begins to return faster. If you're drifting, however, acceleration compounds that too. Unmade decisions become more obvious. Delays stretch. Opportunities that require readiness move on past. The sense of being slightly behind becomes sharper. Drift compounds. Direction compounds. That's the fork. And the fork becomes clearer when speed increases. Because when life accelerates, hesitation becomes more expensive. Not noticeable, just measurable. So the question becomes very simple. Are you drifting or are you directing? Direction doesn't require a grand announcement. It requires a decision, a commitment, a line drawn internally that says this matters enough to move. Which brings me to something practical. The Firehorse experience is now available. The first module is live. We are already in motion. If you are tired of circling decisions, you need rhythm. If you're tired of thinking about change, you need movement. If you're tired of handling everything alone, you need a container that holds direction steadily. The Firehorse experience is built for just that. Clear focus, clear progression, clear momentum. You don't need to feel perfectly ready. You just need to decide that drift is no longer acceptable, because this year will accelerate either way. The only question is whether you want that acceleration working for you or against you. That's the fork. Drift or direction.